Yeah, welcome here, traders. Welcome to today's Trader Ideas and Signal. Without delay in our analysis, we just continue from where we left off last week. And happy new week. Okay, so we have these levels that we are anticipating, that what the possibilities in the market that we are anticipating price to limit orders in the market where we are expecting price to touch before going up. So we have three possibilities. In our previous video, I talked about these three possibilities. This is this reclaim internal structure from the previous level, which is our possibility one, and this internal structure we have here, because of the reclaim internal structure that we have from previous leg, we have to shift this internal structure to cover the imbalance, I mean the fair value gap that we have within this level, and we have another internal structure from within this leg. So because of that, we have to kind of like, create some possibilities in the market, which is possibility one, two, and three. Then I talked about if peradventure none of our three possibilities was tapped in the market, then we can be anticipating the fact that, okay, the price, whenever, if peradventure price just broke above this leg, then we did an analysis on lower time frame to talk about that on lower time frame. I talked about this level. We were here when we were doing the analysis, and I talked about this level that if peradventure we have the what is it called, price taking the high of the Asian range that we have here, then we can be anticipating to do what, to buy from that leg. So then buy from the leg, because we did not break above this high yet, we can see that, okay, price just later come down to rate below the Asian low into our reclaim internal structure. But luckily for me, I was able to kind of, extend my stop loss for this trade here into the reclaim internal structure. So that alone permits me to be in the two trades, because we didn't have deeper penetration into the reclaim internal structure that we have here. So I was able to kind of capitalize on the two trades plus the trades that I was in from within here. So, which gave me two trades in the market, and you know, I was able to capitalize on it and have and the two trades were taking profits, but we still have these two others in the market, which this fair value gap plus the internal structure that we have. It. So we have the two others still in the market. So moving forward from where we are in the market currently, we can see the kind of reaction we are creating from this level. I think Thursday, Friday, I was unable to make some analysis because of my engagements here and there. So, but I try personally to capitalize on what the market is doing. But because I was unable to sit down with the system correctly, my accounts got hit severally because I was still capitalizing on this particular leg going forward. Thursday, Friday, just look how it did on Wednesday. Wednesday was the day that the second TPO on the reclaiming internal structure was tipped. Was tipping. And Thursday, I tried to do it to kind of capitalize on the leg moving forward, because we have this level here. So this rejection that was created on something. So I tried do to capitalize on it. It's, even this one on Friday, I still try to do some other buys in the market, which was taken out this morning. And it has the order has already given us some kind of movement, profitable movement in this something. But as you can see, there are a lot of reactions that are happening here and there. So I did have some levels here that I try to take. And we have this internal structure will line perfectly with this other block. But because there are no imbalances, the trade don't just materialize. So during the creation of this leg, I've been thinking that okay, even this internal structure, I try to capitalize on it from start. And this mitigation block here. So you can see what it reacts from. And it didn't even give us a proper 1 to 5, so which automatically makes me to lose the trade. But I didn't use the fair value gap. I tried to use this internal structure. It was taken out into manipulated into this level, and we did have some reaction from the level, but it didn't give us proper 1 to 5. So moving to that leg, then immediately we have this particular something. I have this. I'm still in this particular leg straight anyway because I still have a trade going from this level moving forward. So we have this leg in place, this particular one too. And taking another trace from the level, this level, and as we can see, we have this, you can see the kind of reaction that we have from the level. And it creates some very massive order block within this leg. So personally, the thing just, as we can see, a very massive one, and it did give us some kind of continuation above this high, thinking that it was at the late hour of the something that it just reversed on us, as you can see. Yeah, this is today. And you can see this something it's just at the later part of the something that it just the last 30 minutes of this candle that it just come down, takes out the leg, and as it was in fact it created a very perfect order block that we can't even doubt. Because personally, I was like, wow, that's a very massive something, a very clean level, and that. So, taking the level, I even bought this internal structure that lie perfectly above this leg here. Thinking I've banked very massive trade. So, as you can see, it just boom, just react on us, thinking that okay, we might want to be reacting from this low and continue to give us different manipulations here and there, moving lower and lower, picking out of the something. So late hour on Thursday, I spotted another level. It was this one. It was very, very late in the night. I spotted this level, and I did sell from that level because I were expecting this leg to kind of, take out these highs and we should continue to move in a uptrend direction. But I noticed this is the leg that sponsored the movement downward, and I tried to sell from the place as well, just to counteract to hedge out all my buys in the market if peradventure we didn't continue into the highs. So it's another mistake that was made, maybe out of impulsive trading and not wanting to miss out, because of FOMO. And I wasn't settled with system because I tried to miss trading with my business. Normally, if I'm doing business like that, I don't like checking my trades just to avoid impulsive decisions in the market. But because I was busy and at the same time, I don't want to miss out on my trades because the money I made from this particular level, banking 1 to 10 plus the one that is coming from that place. So almost 1 to 15 in the market. I was like, wow, that was very sweet. So I want to continue in that something. But I'm still following market signal anyway. But nonetheless, immediately I spotted this particular level and we have some reaction from the place and it took out this level. So I was kind of like, okay, maybe it's a proper something for us to sell from. So here we are. We sold from the level. The little internal structure here first gave during Asian range. I was pained because I was also thinking about that level. the previous day when I chose something. But luckily for me, it came back into the level, which did something, and it's kind of giving us some reaction into the level until we ran into this level again, and it was a pure level that signal buys anyway. So I bought from the something again because I was still in this trade, but personally looking at this level during the play out of these candles here, there are a lot of things that signal buy. So just because my ultimate something direction in the market is still buy. I still believe in buy anyway. All these levels, I still believe in buys because we still do all those something. I'm just reviewing where we are and where we are coming from in the market. So I did try to buy some here, and as we can see, it gave us some kind of reaction. Then at the same time, I was selling because I believe in this particularly. So I was selling, trying to edge out, but the kind of reaction we have from this level made me believe that okay, we've shifted to the right side of the market, and we can be anticipating the fact that we are selling in the market. Just let me take this call. So believing this particular leg made me to kind of like give us some reactions from this level. And okay. So all this initial reaction, I spotted this level here, this particular leg, this internal something, but we have this internal structure above it, this little one. So I picked it to kind of sell from the place. Then if we have some kind of reaction. It was so frustrating on that Friday because of all this imbalance movement here and there. It wasn't even following the something properly anyway. But it is market. It's free to do whatever it wants to do. And all what we have to do is just flow with the market. And that's the reason why I'm switching back to 1 to 5 because at least when we win, we'll be able to recover most of our losses in the market. But because I missed business with trading last 2 days of the week, in fact, it was kind of so shocking for me because it was so imbalanced and I was unable to capitalize on the market appropriately and because market wasn't even clear on its own direction. But from what we are having from this level, this leg is still holding and it's the only thing that is surviving in the market. But nonetheless, today is Monday. I'm still not believing in what is it called? In the sell yet, but anything can happen as far as we are concerned. So that was where we are in the market. So currently we have these two trades on, this one and two. This one was taken out when I started the analysis, and I have this sell in the market, stay in the market. I try to sell from this level, and we have one clean level here, which I believe personally was supposed to kind of sell the price low into the something this particular leg, and it was so clean, so clean. But it's the market is free to do whatever I want to do. And this morning we woke up to kind of imbalance from this level into the ice, into the same level. So, and I have this order in place. This particular leg was still in place, but you know, I can just take it out of the something. So, but nonetheless, we are good. We just continue our analysis from where we left off. So those are the places. So I banked a lot of losses because I didn't settle well with the markets last week. So it's make my accounts bleed very. So here we are now, and we have a lot of losses, lots, just lots, a lot. But nonetheless. I rely on my statistical edge in the market to provide me with a very good risk reward ratio. So, me for I know force. So, moving forward now, we have some. We just try to do analysis from top to bottom again, try to see what we can capitalize on. Okay. So here we are on day, and whatever makes this internal structure to kind of be taken out of the market, and we can be anticipating this leg. So this bigger way is what we are. So let's do it this way. Let's structure we are using. We are using structure mode of analysis, and now a strong low, and this is the weak high we are anticipating to read. That's the weak high in the markets. And we have this internal structure daily, daily order block that we are reaction from daily open, which lie perfectly with a lot of things in the markets, and we are moving from that line. So personally, I believe that there is transfer going because if we look at weekly, we will see. So my kind of be trying to be having some kind of proper mitigation of the level before we continue to go into the highs. And looking at monthly, anyway, we're at the end of the month anyway. We're almost at the end of the month, but today is 28th, so we're going to 31st. But anything can happen. And today being Monday, the opening of the week. And we believe, I personally believe that, okay, the market is trying to create an internal structure into this reclaim. So I kind of want to believe that, okay, we have this internal structure that was transcended and might want to be the reclaim internal structure that is going to be internal structure, reclaim internal structure in the market. The market might want to use to support itself into going into the I suppose that's one possibility in the market. But we'll try and see what it's going to do. But with the kind of reaction we are having from within this leg, so we can't count on this leg yet. Well, from the kind of reaction we have, as we can see that this particular order block take the liquidity below this low and into this high. This internal structure is in place, and we have a lot of things. We have others here that we are yet to take out of the market. That anything can happen from that order. So, but nonetheless, for this week now, but going forward into what's my later happen at the end of the something, we can we can so we can continue to say from this reclaim internal structure here. So as you can see, there is proper mitigation of all these levels coming from this particular leg moving forward. And we can say, so we can say from this level here, now we can be anticipating some things in the market. So sorry for that break. It was due to network issues here and there. So we have little imbalance here that align perfectly with the other block. And as we can see, reclaim internal structure rather. Market throws a lot of wick around this level. So anything can happen from that level, but moving forward, we can see a lot of things here. We have this internal structure on daily, the market can be reacting from. But nonetheless, if we have to go with daily something, you can see, yeah, I believe personally that we have a shift from this level here. But if we go on lower time frame of 4 hour, but personally, I would like to take this block here, this full block in the market. So that's my other block. So this should be my OB moving forward. So let's go to 4 hour. Go to 4 hour. We try and analyze from the level. So moving to 4 hour, we have this something, but we have several others at this level. And I personally have some others from this leg. So looking at that, personally, I'm going to kind of like take a very big assumption from the leg, this leg. If you refer to our previous videos, you know that we have a lot of others from this level. So I'm not giving up on bias yet. But moving to the right side of the market, we have to move to the right side of the market with what market is doing currently. We have this leg here, and we have a lot of things. So we have a lot of other. But personally, this is what we're going to be doing. We can be belonging from this leg here, a very massive trade for the matter, from 85 pips. And I've said I'm not going to be using what is it called? 85 pips, 87, yeah, just entry. The entry can be reduced to 1, so that we have 855 and so it can kind of be our next month's trade. Can be trading into the next month from the level. So 855 times 5, and that will give us 4,275. So that will give us 125, and we can be anticipating that into the new month. So it's going to be a very, 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 very massive trade for the moment. But nonetheless, we have a lot of other that we've already set into this level. So moving to the right side of the market, if we did try to analyze what is going on from this leg here, and lower time frame, we can see some things that maybe we can capitalize on. So from this leg here, we have this switch in the market. This particular leg was kind of we have a proper reaction from this level here, and automatically we can take this weak high to be the liquidity purge in the market. I mean, is I'll take that to be our total soup. So we take it to be our total soup in the market. So okay. So we take that to be our total soup in the market, then we'll be expecting flip, but we are anticipating break of structure, and this is the flip here. And if this happens to be our flip, the market, a major flip because of the something that happens here, then this within this leg we can try to sell from this particular leg here. From what we have here automatically becomes a strong guy. Here automatically becomes a strong guy. and here becomes weekly. Well, I guess the mistake I made on Thursday, Friday was the fact that I tried to kind of, capitalize from this particular leg. Uh, I guess the mistake was the fact that I didn't wait. I have flip anyway. I did have flip before I continued to make some other sell in the markets. Yeah, I have this flip. But I believe personally that it's just a manipulation in the markets into the so they have proper mitigation of this level before going lower. Guess that's the reason why we have all this something. Because I did have some. But this particular leg here, I wasn't even expecting it to kind of, pave way into this something. So but nonetheless, as we have that now, we can automatically be looking for sell from this mitigation block. Then here automatically turns to a mitigation block. Let's see kind of reaction in terms of lower time frame. So this is the only level it becomes so clean. And that is a proper internal structure on one something, but I want to check this internal structure. So this particular place, there is an internal structure there. The price can just get into the mitigation block, but before the price move, we have a proper mitigation of the leg before it moves lower. So automatically we might not be counting on this leg again because it was mitigated before it goes down. And we have this leg too. If this leg also was mitigated, I mean happens to be mitigated before it goes lower, then we are only left with this particular internal structure in the market. So to kind of trade from. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing, at least for now. Can have some kind of reaction from the level. And I guess it's only safe to sell from that leg. So if I thought we were going to be selling, if we check it properly, you can see on higher time frame what is going on within this leg. We have another level here that we can be expecting some kind of reaction from. But this is what is near the mitigation block. So I guess that's where we're going to be taking our trades from. So, and that lines perfectly with this thing that can be called the, so if peradventure we want to do anything, so I believe it should be done from this leg here. So we have this block here. It was taken out of the market anyway. And anything can happen from the level. Anything can happen from the level. Yeah. So just for us to have a proper something in the market, we're going to just go with a short, at least for now. I'll be taking it from here anyway. If I to be this particular level. So I'll be making it 18 pips, giving us 90 pips in the market. Which will cost to be 1 to 5. So I'll be taking it from that level and try to see it lines perfectly with our something. So this will be our two trades at least for today. And I will be anticipating some kind of reaction strong. So we'll be talking from this level here into the figure OB and or if my adventure with tap DOB. So this will be our little to trace that we'll be expecting in the market at least from so as of I guess. So these are the two anticipated possibilities that were added to our previous because all these levels, I believe there are no proper mitigation of the levels initially when the market was starting out. So anything can happen from this legs here. So that's my belief and anticipated something. But this other block, we have this level here. This there is a from I think yeah, I guess there is proper mitigation of this leg coming into this place. So personally, this bigger will be I believe this particular will be on 4 hours should hit her for that without any something. So but nonetheless, anything can happen in the market. So this is already a very long video, but I think we're going to be topping it up. So at least this should guide our direction. This OB should guide our direction. We have this another level going into it, but there is this kind of mitigation of the level within this leg going upward. So I believe we might kind of react back into this bigger order block into the rest. But nonetheless, since we are on the rise of the market and it's selling currently, we can be expecting some kind of movement for that moment because of this impulsive move. But anything can happen. So I believe we can just continue to flow the markets eventually. So I guess that will be all for now. Thank you very much. Have a profitable day with amounts. God bless us.